I don't think it has much of an impact, um, regardless of, I think, the situation. If you get put in an area where you think you can score, I mean, obviously, you gotta try and do that. So that's kind of where my mindset is. I don't think anything's really changed with our line. We're just still trying to play the same way as we have all year.
I know you focused on your shot a lot in the off season. What was it like, the process of experimenting with a different flex, and how do you feel that stiffer model is helping you this year?
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like shot was kind of getting harder, and the accuracy was staying the same. So that's where the mindset was of just the shots coming off quicker, it's coming off harder, and the accuracy was still the same. So that's kind of what we thought it would be a good idea to change it. I mean, I don't know, just kind of gave it a try, and it's been working. And it's something I think that was needed to change.
Next up, we'll go to Toronto Star. Go ahead, Kevin.
Mitch, this is a more big picture question about the league as a whole, but do you have any thoughts on whether the refs should be allowed to use replays to get penalties right, especially maybe like the big head check penalties?
I mean, for head check penalties, I mean, I think it's not a bad idea at all. See if it should be a 2 or a 5. But I mean, I never really thought of it. It just doesn't really cross my mind. I don't really think of it. So I guess I'm kind of easy on that. It's whatever the league thinks is best.
How have you seen this team gel and improve defensively in such a short time, whether it's because of the system that you're playing or newcomers like Bogosian and Brody? Just your observations on that through the first half of the season.
Yeah, I think we have a really good group. Like you mentioned, Broads and Bogos coming in and added a really good, some good parts to our team. I think along with what we have already, I think is a good mix. So I think, the first half is kind of flowing by pretty quick. Like you said, the next season. So something, we keep. We don't really look at it that way, but we definitely want to keep building and just coming more together in the second half as well.
Thank you.
We'll go to Kristen Chilton, TSN. Go ahead, Kristen.
Freddie, you're a couple games back in now. How are you feeling health-wise and just generally in the net right now?
I feel good. I think I'm moving pretty well, and pretty much, most of my game I like. Of course, the results lately haven't been there the last couple of games. We want to come away with the win. So that's really what we're trying to get better every day and just keep focusing on the next task and try to give our best for that next game.
Yeah, I think the train of thought is that this is a blip in the radar, and we want to take care of it. Obviously, we're not happy with the way it's gone the past 3, but I mean that's why we're here today. We talked about things and have a good work day on the ice. Now it's a chance for us to get some rest and get ready for a big game tomorrow.
Just a quick follow. Any chance to talk to your family where you were out west? I know obviously restrictions are there, but did you get a chance to do anything along those lines?
Yeah, we had a chance to talk. We had to do a couple things that were put in place by the doctors, and my parents were more than happy to do that. So I got a chance to kind of chat with them quickly.
Morgan, you're coming up on roughly the halfway part of the season. I guess the end of the week. That's half a year to adjust to life with TJ Brody. What do you think you've been able to do with your game this year with him that you might not have been able to do in previous years?
It's a loaded question. I don't particularly like trying to grade myself on my performance, but I think that what he brings to this team is extremely valuable. I think the way that he plays in our end, the way that he can move the puck on the breakout, his stick in the defensive zone is elite, and I think that he's been very, very good for us, and he's been a huge part of this group on and off the ice. And I think if you watch him play over an extended period of time, you really appreciate how he views the game, how he plays defensively, and how important he is to me and our whole back end. And he's been very, very good.
We had a discussion. I feel like we got some
some good work done there. Also felt like, in a short amount of time on the ice, that we got a lot of work done and got right to it. When you have a day like this, you really kind of take out what we would call fluff practice, the warm up and all those kind of things. You cut that right out and just get right to what you need to get done. So that's what today was about. Really just about continuing to manage the schedule. As we go through the season, these practice days between games, especially, you can't keep the guys out there for very long and then expect them to be able to have the energy to perform the next night. So priority was to just get the work we need to get done and get the guys out of here and ready to